Yep, that's me. I'm Jacqueline Lakewood. It's fun being Jacqueline. Like, I'm a different person when I'm there.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Boyi and I yap a lot about everything. I used to talk about true crime and I'm definitely going to be bringing that back a little bit, but now I have shifted a little bit into the reality TV commentary corner of YouTube, and I've been talking about Catfish quite a lot, but I've also made a video on Flavor of Love, so if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to check that out. I'm also going to be making videos on a bunch of other reality TV like 90 Day Fiance and other crazy ass unhinged TLC reality TV, so I really think you're going to want to see it. So you might as well stick around, So today I'm going to be talking about a crazy Catfish episode. I'm going to be talking about season 4, episode 12, which is definitely one for the books. This episode is quite unhinged, it's crazy, it's memorable, and I believe it's one that many Catfish fans have definitely heard of, they have definitely watched, and people are constantly just commenting and posting about it on Facebook and a bunch of other places. So I thought what better way than to follow up on last week's crazy ass episode with another crazy episode. And by the way, if you haven't seen last week's episode, I would highly suggest and recommend that you go check it out, because so like I said, today's episode is on season 4, episode 12, which is an episode on Falesha and Jacqueline. So the episode starts off with Neve and Max reading an email from 19-year-old Falesha from Pittsburgh who needs Neve and Max's help.
My past, Jacqueline is back.
She says that when she was 14, she came across a profile online of a girl named Jacqueline. But unfortunately, all the photos were of her. And this girl was just rude. She was mean. She was awful to people online. She was just a terrible person. And worst off, she later changed her name from Jacqueline to Falesha's real name, and then she started friending people from Falesha's school. And again, she was just a horrible person, so she was continuously bullying people, telling people to off themselves, telling people they're ugly, telling people they're hideous, and just posting stuff that were just that had a really negative effect on Falesha's reputation. So in the fall of 2011, this fake profile disappeared and Falesha was relieved. She really thought that Jacqueline was gone for good, until a few weeks ago when she received a message from Jacqueline Linkwood saying, hey bitch, remember me? She says that she has tried confronting the profile, she has tried ignoring it, she has tried literally everything that she could think of, but nothing has helped and nothing has changed. And so at this point, she's just really hopeful that Neve and Max will be able to help her. So again, this is a craziest email, and I guess it gives us some insight into the full story, but you never know the full story until you hear it from the horse's mouth. So as usual, Neve and Max hop on a video call with Falesha to kind of figure out what the hell is going on. Falesha says that she really lost a lot of friends during this time. It was such a terrible time, terrible point in her life, and it was so bad that she couldn't even get some of the people that she knew personally to believe that she wasn't the one behind that profile, which is why she just kind of lost a lot of friends. And on top of that, things were so bad that she would just cry all the time. She was sad, nothing made her happy, because this Falesha profile or Jacqueline profile was always there, and it was active, and it was horrible. It was horrid. As if that's not bad enough, this girl behind the Jacqueline profile would at times call the actual Falesha and taunt her, like saying stuff like, oh, I'm not fake, you're the fake one, I'm the real one. And it would just go on and on and on like that. And her mom, Falesha's mom, ended up tracking the number to some place in Maryland. Not only was this girl calling Falesha saying, oh, I'm real, you're fake, but she was also, sometimes would edit Falesha's profiles to say that she was the real Falesha, and the other, the real Falesha's profile was the fake one, which is just like so sick. Obviously, Falesha is really scared or nervous now that this profile has come back, because I'm assuming that this would, bring back really terrible memories, and it was just scare anybody, what's gonna happen from this point going forward. So after this video call, Neve and Max fly over to Pittsburgh to meet Falesha and her mom, who they both look so beautiful. So Falesha gives them the story. She says that the first time she came across this profile, it was, under the name Jacqueline Linkwood, and obviously having a fake profile of yourself, having somebody use your pictures is never a good experience. But you know, it was like, oh, a fake person, whatever. I mean, I'm sure she was like whatever, but that's how the profile started. And then at some point she realized that some of the people that she knew were giving her a cold shoulder, you know. And she asked one of them, and they were like, of course I'm giving you the cold shoulder, what do you mean, after all the nasty stuff you said to me last week? And that's when she realized that the Jacqueline profile had actually changed the name to Falesha's name and had added people in Falesha's school, and was also DMing those people, hey, this is my new profile, convincing everybody that it's her new profile, and going as far as like just insulting people, saying terrible stuff to people. And it was just bad. It was breaking her. She lost a lot of friends. She lost her confidence. She just felt that she didn't have anybody in her corner. I mean, she had friends of course, but she just felt like she was alone. And it was so bad that at some point she thought that, you know, everything would just be better if she wasn't here anymore, so if she was like, you know, unalive. And it just goes to show how bad this person behind the Jacqueline profile was. She not only bullied other people, she also bullied Falesha into having, you know, those negative thoughts. Eventually though, the profile disappeared and she was quite relieved until the profile popped back up a few weeks ago with, again, the text, hey bitch, remember me? Thankfully, she reported the profile very quickly and it got taken down. And then she made a post on Facebook about how Jacqueline Linkwood is back. And that's when people just started sharing their stories with her, you know, like encounters that they have had with this Jacqueline Linkwood person. Some said that she called them trolls, she called them ugly, she called them whores. She was just going to town on these people. She was awful. Somebody named Danielle also made a post about how Jacqueline Linkwood dated a guy from her school, and at some point Jacqueline started harassing this guy so bad that this guy ended up dropping out of school. She's awful. She's a bully. She is, I can't even think of a better word. Like, she's just an awful human being. She's terrible. She was out here destroying lives, literally, quite literally, and it seems like she has no remorse about it. So anyway, at this point, after the guys have met Falesha and kind of gotten to know what she knows and what she has access to, they head off to start their investigation. So they start first by DMing Danielle, including a bunch of other people who had, you know, shared their experiences with Falesha, and these people included a girl named Jennifer. So Danielle then gives the guys a quick video call, and in this call she explains how her friend Corey dated this girl Jacqueline Linkwood in high school, and they all thought, oh my god, this girl is so out of Corey's league, and they all didn't believe that she was real. So they kind of started confronting Jacqueline Linkwood, and I guess Jacqueline would harass them back. But at some point Jacqueline also started harassing her own boyfriend, which is like, oh my god, girl. Anyways, she started harassing her own boyfriend. It's not funny. To the point where Corey ended up dropping out of high school. They don't know how bad it got, but what they know is that Jacqueline Linkwood harassed Corey so bad that he dropped out of high school. And Danielle in this video call says that she doesn't know where Corey is, so she doesn't know what the hell happened to him. They also get on a call with Jennifer, who then shares her encounter with them.
Hi, is this Jennifer?
Yeah.
Thanks for getting back to us.
She says that she was kind of like friend hungry back then, which I think it also rings true for myself. Like sometimes on Facebook, I will, you know, when you get the notification about, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday, I will just go through that list and I'm like, I don't know any of these people, so I'll start unfriending them. But I have like thousands of friends, and I guarantee you I don't even know like 50% of them because I don't know that many people. But it's just like, back then I was so friend hungry that I was literally like, I was sending out friend requests like crazy, and then I would also accept friend requests like crazy, because for me the goal was to have, you know, the 5,000 Facebook friends, which again is crazy. So anyways, Jennifer says that she was also friend hungry and she was accepting every friend request. So she accepted Jacqueline Linkwood's friend request, but then Jacqueline started just being a mean, rude troll, commenting under her pictures saying, oh, you're so ugly, and just bullying her on her page. And that's when Jennifer started realizing that under Jacqueline's page there would be like people commenting, oh, you're fake, Jacqueline's not real, this is the real girl's profile, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But then Jacqueline would almost immediately delete those comments and those posts, and so she was like, okay, if this is a fake profile, I need to get to the bottom of this. And that's when she decided to create a fake profile using one of her guy friends' photos. And of course Jacqueline Linkwood accepted the friend request, and they started flirting, and eventually they were like girlfriend boyfriend, I guess. So she catfished the catfish, and after that she convinced this girl behind the Jacqueline Linkwood profile to give her login details, saying something like, oh, I want to post, I want to tell the whole world that we're together, blah 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 blah. And Jacqueline, of course, it's no surprise that she was dumb enough to give away her login details. So Jennifer then logged into her profile, and that's when she discovered that the real person behind the profile was a girl named Tracy from Maryland. And you know, after that she just changed the login details and deleted the whole profile. So she did the Lord's work.
So you changed her password and took over the account.
Yeah, I ended up closing the account.
You're like a cyber vigilante.
She saved everybody from Jacqueline. So after getting off this call with the catfish vigilante, the guys then decide to make a quick Google search for Tracy's name, Tracy's full name, and then they get a bunch of hits for Tracy Barbie. I'm not gonna say her last name, but it's pretty easy to find it online.
Tracy Barbie. Oh boy.
On Tracy's profile, of course, there was also a number that she had posted there, I guess for people to text or call or whatever. So the guys also took that number and they saved it, of course. The next day they go over to meet up with Falesha and some of her friends, and they just go over the entire investigation. They share with them everything that they found. They also share Tracy's profile with Falesha, and Felicia's like, oh my god, there's like a Hannah Montana photo in one of the backgrounds, and she's like, oh my god, this is exactly what the girl used to equate this whole thing to, you know, like being Miley by day, Hannah Montana by night. It's just a crazy thing because Hannah Montana is such a good show. Yeah, anyways, Falesha has never seen this girl before, but you know, they pretty much at this point are certain that this is the person behind the Falesha profile or the Jacqueline Linkwood profile. So Neve heads outside to give Tracy a call on those numbers that she posted, and I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't know how to even put this call into words. It was such an insane call that I'm just gonna put together the clip, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch it and be the judge of that call, and I'm just gonna hope that the copyright gods don't get mad at me.
Hi, this is Neve. I was trying to see what your connection is to Jacqueline Linkwood.
Yes, that's me. I'm Jacqueline Linkwood. It's fun being Jacqueline. Like, I'm a different person when I'm there.
We would like to meet you.
What if Falesha tried to like jump me or something?
I think that's going to be the case. That's not something I would want to happen either.
Alright, cool. I'm down.
Okay, so I'll speak to
Tomorrow's
you.
my birthday, so...
Tomorrow's
yeah.
your birthday. This will be one to remember.
Bye.
I really hope that you guys were able to see that because it's crazy, but just in case you were not able to see it, I'll just give a quick description, I guess, of the call. Tracy very quickly admits to being Jacqueline Linkwood, and she's like giggling, laughing. She's happy that she's getting a call from Neve from Catfish. Oh my god, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm excited to see you. She's just erratic, she's crazy, and that's the best that I can do. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. So of course after this, Tracy agreed to meet up with Neve and Max because, oh my god, tomorrow's my birthday, I'm so excited. So they head over to go confront her, and I'm sorry, I am sorry, but Falesha's bag, Falesha, I think she thought they were going on like a getaway, like a week-long getaway or something. And it's like, girl, it's just a few days. You don't need that many stuff, please. But then again, it seems like it was the winter time, and I know how bulky winter clothes can be, so maybe that was the deal. Yeah, maybe that's, you know, maybe she packed up some bulky jackets, some bulky coats, some jerseys, all that. But anyways, that is not the point. They head over to Maryland to go meet Tracy, and Falesha is quite scared, which is understandable because this Tracy person is so awful, so vile, so rotten online. One can only imagine how horrible she is in person. So when they get there, they knock on Tracy's door and she opens it. She's excited, she's giggling, she's laughing. She was so annoying. And she sees Falesha and she goes, oh my god, ew. Like, hello? Is anybody there? Is anybody, if anybody should be saying ew, it's Falesha in this case, because you're seeing the person who's been victimizing you for all these years. But she has the nerve to say, oh my god, ew. I just don't like her. I don't like Falesha. And she basically says that she doesn't like Falesha because she stole all of Jacqueline Linkwood's friends. I think at some point somehow she believes this whole lie that she created. She believes that she's the real one, Falesha's the fake one, Jacqueline Linkwood's real, Falesha is fake. So yeah, she's far gone. So they get inside and she's still very cheerful, very giggly, very excited, and Neo can't help but ask, is everything okay? Like, what's going on with you? And get this, she says that she's excited and that is her real personality, and she works with kids. That is the person that some people have entrusted with the safety of their children. That person, that vile person who, you know, who have said some mean, nasty things, who have told people to kill themselves. That is the person that you're entrusting with your child during the most vital stage of their development. That's who. So of course, like I said, she's far gone. They're just like, okay, let's just leave this bitch alone. They go, and the next day they come back to meet up with Tracy and her mom. Her mom is the sweetest lady ever. She appears to be under a lot of stress, and she says that you know, her 17-year-old son fainted in class and he's now in hospital, and you know, that's where she's been all night. That's where she was yesterday, and that's where she's headed to today. So yeah, she's under a lot of stress. Tracy is awfully quiet with her mom here, and she says that of course it's because her mom's here. Then the mom makes a comment that yeah, she likes attention, and Tracy says, yeah, I like attention, good or bad, as if it's something to be bragging about. So we then find out that mom knew about Jacqueline Linkwood, but she didn't know about Falesha. And I guess a lot of people don't ever think about what's happening on the other side, like the person whose pictures you're stealing. So I guess that was the situation, but she really feels bad about this whole thing, and she is appalled to hear all the things that Tracy has been doing, all the things that she's been saying online to people. She's just taken all the way aback. Tracy then gathers up her 2 brain cells and says to her mom, well, you know, I always say I wish you had brain cancer when I'm mad. As if that's also something to be proud of, or that's something to mention. That's not even something that you should be saying to begin with. But you're kind of using that now as justification for all the horrible things that you've been saying to people, as if like, that's just me, so get over it. If I catch you. Mom says that when her husband was healthy, Tracy used to be a lot better, you know, because her husband used to, I guess, put her in line, which the way she said it just makes me think that her husband used to beat them kids up. Her husband used to beat them up. She says that ever since her husband got sick and he got a stroke, went to, you know, hospital or whatever, Tracy has just been doing whatever Tracy wants, and that doesn't entail listening to mom. Okay, Tracy then kind of opens up and says, yeah, she created this profile around the time when her dad fell sick. So yeah, Falesha was very good. She's a good person. You know, she said that she forgives Tracy, and just that whole dialogue, you know, I forgive you, I understand why you did it, but please don't do it again. And yeah, she was just a really great person, and I wish her all the best, because she really just came off as an incredible person from this episode alone. I wish her all the best, and I wish she has healed from all the bullshit that Tracy has put her through. In our check-in, Falesha says that she hasn't spoken to Tracy, but she's kind of been checking on, you know, Jacqueline Linkwood, and thankfully there are no profiles up at the moment. Tracy also says that she's spending less and less time on social media, that she doesn't say mean stuff to people anymore, she just blocks whoever annoys her. But I hardly believe that's the truth. I think that is far from the truth, actually, because so many things have happened since this video was put out. I mean, this episode was published. So many things have happened. I've heard Tracy Barbie's name come up in so many awful dialogues or conversations surrounding awful people. She has done so many things online. She has went to Dr. Phil. She has just done so much, and I kind of want to do a follow-up video. I want to do like a video on Tracy Barbie Amar's law, but at the same time I'm like, do I really have it in me? Because this bitch annoys me, and I'm not sure if any of you guys would want to see that. But of course, if you guys would want to see it, then I'd be more than happy to put it out for you. I'd be willing to put myself through this again just for you. Okay, just for you. Anyways, have you had any experiences similar to Falesha's experience? Like, has anybody ever used your photos in a fake profile? Have you had any experiences with a catfish? Or have you catfished anybody? Have you pretended to be somebody you're not on social media? This is a safe space. Just drop your story in the comment section, and I promise I won't judge. I promise, okay? I promise. But anyways, that brings us to the end of today's video. I am so sorry I couldn't give a lot of in-depth, I guess, commentary on the confrontation, because I'm sorry, it was so annoying. It was so annoying. I just could not do it. Okay, but I promise that we had two awful videos, two awful catfishes in a row, and I'm hopeful that the next one won't be nearly as bad as this one. But if it is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you love it. You love to see it. You don't love to see it. Okay? Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in my next one. Yeah. I'll see you then. Goodbye.